that's what these kids are very fucked up in the head, man. They're just rolling with what's going on. They're not really looking to themselves and saying, okay, what's right to do? And what do I want for my life? They don't think about their kids in the future. Like, do I really want to, like they look at, they're very greedy, man. It's like they don't, I'm not saying you have to look, that far ahead in life. I mean, you gotta take in a thought, man. You're not gonna be, this little kid forever, man. You gotta grow up. You gotta get a job, and you gotta have a career, and you gotta like try to develop a standpoint in life. Because you keep going the way you are, you're gonna be broke as fuck, and you're not gonna know what you're doing, man. You're just gonna be lost because you're gonna say, I followed the crowd so long, and then the times change, and I couldn't follow. Then where do I go? They follow the crowd so long, and then when it gets to a point where you're an adult, you can't just follow the crowd to get by. They don't know what the fuck they're doing because the second high school kind of stops, like that really kind of crowd kind of ends.
Some of them don't realize that they still need some more guidance in their lives, but I think as they progress, as they get like a little bit older, like 17 or 18 or so, that they see the whole picture. They see like, wow, I need to like really get a hold of like what's going on in my life.
I mean, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and say that like I didn't follow times and look to what the crowd was doing to be cool. Everyone does it, but then you're more a mature person the faster you get out of that. The faster you break out of the norm, you develop your style, your individuality.
I started wondering about like my behavior and how like I was raised, how like my upbringing was different from someone else's upbringing, and how like my exposure to something was different from the exposure of another's.
If everyone was just individual, what they should be, like when you see people that are really, with their style, individual with their style and their taste, they're not very special. They're not very different, unless there's like a crowd to differentiate from. You know what I mean?
What I think influenced teens the most is the people around them. For example, their friends, their family, the music they listen to.
Teens are very influenced by what's big to them, what's an authority figure, what they see as someone above them, when in reality those people are equal. It's just a title. These kids, they follow shit like that. Like they don't go to say that 50 Cent, ooh, 50 Cent. They should say, well, 50 Cent. I'm a fucking person too. I'll do something else. I have the ability to be whatever I want. Why am I admiring this guy? I could be 20 times the guy this person is. I'm not having much money, but at least I'm being me.
Who doesn't want to be, I don't know, famous? So obviously you're going to fake that persona, which is quite a shame because they don't know what potential they have in them. So yeah, I definitely do believe that teenagers sometimes are fake. But it's all part of growing up, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, before you can become yourself, I guess you must go through trial and error. Unfortunately, being fake is one of them for some people. But they'll grow out of it.
Oh, there's plenty of potential in the teenagers, man. Plenty of potential, but it's like there's no potential unless you realize it. Because I don't see any, I don't see many, man. Like, they're probably out there. There are probably plenty out there that have a lot of potential to be something in life. I mean, we all do, but I'm saying, potential I see is when you thrive to be something. I mean, you thrive to be a revolutionary like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, even Tupac Shakur, man. Like, people that thrive for change. Like, none of these, I haven't seen any youthful kids or anyone that wants to change this world. There's plenty of potential because every youth, everyone young has potential. That's the backbone of changes. Revolution is with the youth, man. Revolution, change, and all these things against poverty, against wars, against the fucked up things in society. It's all up to the youth. But if the youth don't realize it, then there's not really any potential there.
We're young. We want to know what's out there. We want to know what's out there in the world. So what's the best way to do it? Go out there and find out. Make some mistakes along the way. It's all part of growing up.
They just need to keep their eyes open and they need to stay focused on what's ahead of them. So, like, it's good, you know, to have fun and, you know, listen to whatever you want to listen to, stuff like that. That's all good, fun and good, but, you know, you have to realize that it takes, like, a lot of hard work to know where you really want to go in life and where, like, how you want to, like, progress yourself. So, I'm gonna stop talking. Bye.
It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You could see that Pierre did truly love the mademoiselle. And now the young monsieur and madame have rung the chapel bell.